Well, what can I say? I had to put the glasses on for a few seconds because we have won another trophy. That is what Chelsea do. We have completed the full trophy set. We have won every trophy that has been possible to win in front of us, and we completed all three major UEFA competition trophies in Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, and massive credits to the players and Maresca. And just to feel so nice seeing Chelsea winning a trophy again, because it's been a while ago. And you can only do what's in front of us, and of course we Chelsea fans doesn't want to be in this competition, but we did the job and make sure we at least completed the full trophy set. This is gonna help the players, Maresca, massively boosting their confidence and belief. It's a nice experience to have. Now we take this further into Champions League next season, the coming domestic cups we're gonna be in. Some of the young guys, have never won a trophy. The only guys that has won a trophy is like Enzo Fernandez, James, and Cucurella. The rest of the guys just got to know what it feels like. I'm gonna say this game was two different halves. First of all, Betis took charge, and I thought their manager was tactically spot on. They caused us so much trouble in that first half. They were creating chances, getting so easily into our final third, putting in crosses, having shots on goal, playing through balls, cutback passes. And I think Real Betis could have scored, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 if they had a bit more luck and were more decisive and clinical with their opportunities. Maresca, was bold with his lineup, making a lot of changes, which can be understandable to some extent because we had little rest before this game. We only had 2 full days of resting. But still, was a gamble starting players that isn't fully match sharp, and like Badiashile and Malo Gusto, starting Gusto and he's inverting into the midfield in a pivot where he really can't execute that role. And Real Betis was very smart in continuously putting an aggressive press against the pivot, and Gusto made mistakes, and that eventually or early in the game that helped Betis scoring the first goal. And the nervousness was creeping in through the squad. We continue making mistakes. I thought, there's no way we're gonna go down like this, playing so poorly, hiding with ourselves. Like, we're playing like boys. We need to play like men. But we didn't do that, and Real Betis caused some real shock. And thank God they didn't capitalize on some moments and extended the lead, because then I think the comeback would have been almost impossible. I'm not gonna completely blame, on some of the players, for example Malo Gusto, because he's the one that was forced playing the role he can't execute. So I'm gonna look at Maresca here. I don't know if he's overthinking, he's trying to overthink and protect Reece James that he can't play in such a short space of time. But from my point of view, I think you should give your best shot by playing the best players you have available, because it is a final. You have to take risks. You have to do everything you can to win it. The second half, Maresca finally made changes. We took in Reece James, and it changed everything. I don't really know what he said in the dressing room, but we looked more motivated, we looked confident, and we stopped playing within ourselves and hiding. We were playing like men, and we slowly took control of the game. Real Betis could just sit back, hit us on counters, because we started to dictate the game, and we put them under a lot of pressure. We were bringing in more quality from the bench in Sancho, Colwill, and that helped us, adding, completing the comeback. And it was our star player and the star player of the game in Cole Palmer who started this comeback by some individual brilliance. He put in a fantastic diagonal cross over the backline, and Enzo Fernandez could just held it past the goalkeeper. Fantastic run from Fernandez as well. And then a bit later, Cole Palmer is turning the Real Betis fullback inside and out, putting in a cross with his weaker foot, and Jackson is there on the first post to sort of chest it in. And we're taking the lead. Real Betis is just completely in shock after conceding 2 goals and giving up their lead. And we just take advantage from there, continue putting goals into the net. Fantastic and beautiful goal from Jadon Sancho, make a little cut inside and finding the far post. Then we're also having Caicedo at the end, adding the 4th goal. And I have to give credit to every player who stepped up in the second half. I have to give credit to Maresca for being proactive and making changes immediately. And not waiting. He is playing a part in how poor we started, but he also playing a massive part of changing the game. It's not about how you're starting, it's about how you're finishing and getting the result. We also saw a hilarious moment where Jackson is just being Jackson. I mean, first he's fantastic in the link-up play, in the press, getting through tight spaces, and then he's completely through on goal, makes Lukaku touch that goes to the goalkeeper, can just sweep it up, and he also pulls his hamstring at the same time. I was like, this is so typical Jackson. He was brought out, and we brought in Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. He deserves some minutes after being fantastic throughout the Conference League journey. We saw also Mark Yu getting a few minutes towards the end, and resting Cole Palmer, who of course did a fantastic job. And I can also sort of laugh at Anthony at Real Betis. He had this United performance today, was completely shocking. I also want to briefly touch upon Jadon Sancho. For a few months ago I made a video that maybe we should pay a penalty fee, and I don't really want to keep him because he wasn't adding that final third threat and goal scoring threat consistently as I want in a winger in Maresca's system. But you can see when on those few rare occasions when he decides to have a shot on goal, it often ends up in the net because he has fantastic technique, power and accuracy. It's just that he doesn't really take shots on goal. And he barely does that. He often tries to find a teammate and lay responsibility to others and more focusing on creating for his teammates. But if we're signing him, I wouldn't be against it. I think he has some great qualities that suit somewhat Maresca's style of play. And if he can just continue to back himself and believe in himself that he can score goals and shoot more often, he's gonna improve even further and become an important winger for us. So I'm starting to change a little bit and maybe thinking, oh, you know what, maybe we should keep him, maybe we should pay 25 million and have him as one of our wing options. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do. Massive credits to Maresca and the players. We have to be honest and give praise when it's necessary. We have completed the objectives for the season, winning the Conference League and gaining Champions League qualifications. I'm a very happy man, and now we're looking forward to the Club World Cup, and we're gonna do everything we can to win that as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you're been here, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell, and Chelsea Explain is out.